Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tabby English Vibes. I'm Lisa. Let me ask you a question. Do you study English grammar for 8 hours once a week? No, of course not. That doesn't work, does it? But what if I told you there's a way to practice English every single day, just 15 minutes, with a teacher who never gets tired, never judges you, and is available 24/7? That teacher is ChatGPT. And in the next 30 days, it completely changed my English. Not just my grammar, not just my vocabulary, but my confidence. Today, I will show you exactly how I did it, step by step. Are you ready? Let's begin. Why ChatGPT works. So why is ChatGPT so powerful for learning English? Here are 3 simple reasons. First, it gives you instant feedback. When you write something wrong, ChatGPT corrects it immediately. No waiting for a teacher, no feeling embarrassed in class. You make a mistake, you learn, you try again. Right away. Second, it's like having conversations with a patient friend. ChatGPT doesn't get tired. It doesn't get frustrated. If you ask the same question 10 times, it will answer 10 times with a smile. Well, not a real smile, but you know what I mean. Third, you can practice real-life situations. You want to practice ordering food? ChatGPT becomes a waiter. You want to practice job interviews? ChatGPT becomes your interviewer. You want to practice small talk? ChatGPT becomes your neighbor. It's amazing. But here's the secret, and this is really important. You need to use ChatGPT the right way. Most people just ask, "How do you say this?" or "Is this correct?" That's okay, but it's not enough. I will show you a much better way. My 30-day journey. Let me tell you my story. 3 months ago, I was scared to speak English. Really scared. I could read okay, I could write okay, but speaking? Oh my goodness, I was terrible. My pronunciation was bad. I spoke very slowly. I always forgot words in the middle of sentences. Then my friend told me about ChatGPT. At first I thought, how can a computer help me speak better? But I was desperate. I needed to improve my English for work. So I decided to try it for 30 days. Day 1 was strange. I opened ChatGPT and typed, "Hello, can you help me practice English?" It said, "Of course. What would you like to practice?" I was surprised. It was so friendly, so ready to help. I told ChatGPT I want to practice having conversations, but I'm very nervous. And here's what it did. It said, "Let's start with something easy. Tell me about your morning. What did you have for breakfast?" So simple, right? But that's how it started. Every day for 30 days, I spent 15-20 minutes chatting with ChatGPT, and something magical happened. After 1 week, I noticed I was thinking in English more. After 2 weeks, I was writing longer sentences. After 3 weeks, I was using new words naturally. And after 30 days, I felt like a different person. I remember the moment I realized I had changed. I was at a coffee shop, and a tourist asked me for directions. Instead of panicking, I actually helped him. We had a 5-minute conversation, and he understood everything I said. I couldn't believe it. That day I went home and told ChatGPT, "You changed my life," and you know what? It really did. The 5 daily practices. Okay, so what exactly did I do every day? Let me give you 5 simple practices. You can choose one, or you can do all 5 if you have time. Practice number 1. Role play real situations. This is my favorite one. I would tell ChatGPT, "Let's pretend I'm at a restaurant and you're the waiter." Then we would have a full conversation. ChatGPT, "Good evening. Welcome to our restaurant. Can I start you with something to drink?" Me? "Yes, I would like water, please. Can you recommend something from the menu?" This helps you prepare for real life. When you actually go to a restaurant, you've already practiced. You feel confident because you know what to say. Practice number 2, daily check-ins. Every morning, I would tell ChatGPT about my plans for the day. Today, I need to go to the bank, buy groceries, and call my mother. ChatGPT would help me improve my sentences and suggest useful phrases I might need. For example, if I said, I go to bank today, ChatGPT would say, great. You could say, I'm going to the bank today, or I need to go to the bank today. Here are some phrases that might help. I'd like to open an account, or could you help me with a deposit? Practice number 3, storytelling. Once a week, I would tell ChatGPT a story about something that happened to me, maybe about my weekend or a funny thing that happened at work. ChatGPT would listen, read, and then help me tell the story better. This practice is amazing because it helps you organize your thoughts in English. You learn how to start a story, how to make it interesting, how to end it properly. Practice number 4, vocabulary in context. Instead of memorizing word lists, I would ask ChatGPT to teach me new words through conversations. I would say, I want to learn words about emotions, but please use them in sentences so I understand how to use them. ChatGPT would say, sure, let's talk about emotions. I'm feeling excited about the weekend. How are you feeling today? Then naturally, I would learn words like excited, nervous, satisfied, disappointed, not from a boring list, but from real conversations. Practice number 5, mistake analysis. This one is really powerful. Whenever I made a mistake during the day, maybe I said something wrong to a colleague, I would tell ChatGPT about it that evening. I would say, today, I tried to compliment my coworker's presentation, but she looked confused. I said, your presentation was very good job. What did I do wrong? ChatGPT would explain. Ah, I see the issue. You mixed 2 phrases. You can say, your presentation was very good, or you did a very good job, but not both together. Here are some other ways to give compliments. This way I learned from my real mistakes, not from textbook examples. What happens day by day? So you practice with ChatGPT today. You have 1 conversation, you learn 2 new phrases. Then what happens? Do you suddenly become fluent? No, of course not, but something small does happen. Let me break it down. After 1 day of practice, you feel proud. You feel like, yes, I did something good for myself today. Maybe you learned 1 new way to say goodbye. Instead of just bye, now you know, have a great day, or take care. It's small, but it's real progress. After 1 week of practice, your brain starts to feel more comfortable with English conversations. You stop translating every single word in your head. You start to think, oh, this is how native speakers really talk. You begin to notice patterns, natural phrases, the rhythm of English. For example, you realize that native speakers don't say, how is your day? They say, how's your day going? Or how was your day? These small differences make you sound much more natural. After 2 weeks, something interesting happens. You start using the phrases you practice with ChatGPT in real conversations. It feels automatic. You don't have to think so hard about what to say. The words just come out. I remember after 2 weeks, I was talking to my neighbor about the weather. Instead of saying, today is hot, I naturally said, it's pretty hot today, isn't it? My neighbor smiled and said, yeah, definitely. I felt so proud because it sounded natural, like a real conversation. After 1 month, this is the magic moment. You realize you're not just learning English anymore. You're living in English. You're thinking in English. You're expressing your real thoughts and feelings, not just copying phrases from textbooks. You start to have your own style in English. Your personality comes through. You make jokes, you tell stories, you connect with people. That's when you know you've really improved. Of course you're still learning. Of course you still make mistakes, but now you feel confident to try. You're not afraid anymore, and that confidence, that's the most important thing. Simple tips to get started. Okay, so you want to try this method. Let me give you some simple tips to make it easy and fun. First, start with one conversation topic each day. Don't try to practice everything at once. Monday, restaurant conversations. Tuesday, shopping conversations. Wednesday, work conversations. Keep it simple and focused. Second, set a timer for just 15 minutes. Tell yourself, I will chat with ChatGPT for 15 minutes. That's all. When the timer rings, you can stop if you want. But often, you'll want to continue because it's enjoyable. Third, save your favorite conversations. ChatGPT gives you amazing phrases and corrections. Copy them into a notebook or your phone. Review them later. This becomes your personal phrase book, much better than any textbook. Fourth, be specific with your requests. Don't just say, help me with English. Say, I want to practice apologizing politely, or I want to learn how to give my opinion in meetings. The more specific you are, the better ChatGPT can help you. And here's my final tip. Be patient with yourself. Some days you'll feel like you're improving fast. Other days you'll feel stuck. That's normal. That's how learning works. Just keep practicing. Keep chatting. Keep believing in yourself. Remember, every conversation with ChatGPT is a step forward. Even when you make mistakes, especially when you make mistakes, you're learning. My friends, learning English with ChatGPT is like having a conversation partner who's always ready to help. You don't need to wait for class time. You don't need to feel embarrassed. You can practice anytime, anywhere. In 30 days, ChatGPT helped me go from being scared to speak to actually enjoying English conversations. It can do the same for you. But remember, ChatGPT is a tool. The real work comes from you. Your daily practice, your curiosity, your willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. So start today. Open ChatGPT. Type hello. I want to practice English. See what happens. I promise you, it will be the beginning of something amazing. You've got this. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep enjoying the journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.